Welcome to Business Connection. I'm Liz Spencer. We have a wonderful guest in studio today. It's Claudia Carmichael, and she's the founder of Organic Hair Care. Welcome. I'm excited to meet you and hear all about what you do.
Thank you for having me, Liz. I'm excited to be here.
Tell me what inspired you to create this line of product.
My children, Connor and Mia, their needs. Connor was born on the spectrum, and Mia was born with severe allergies. So her eczema made it very hard for us to find lotions and shampoos that would work with her without irritating her skin. And then Connor, having sensory issues, would not use anything that was too overwhelming with smells. So it was them, the need to help them.
That's awesome. And tell me how your work background, your work history helped kind of bring this all together.
Well, I was always that girl that liked making everybody pretty. Mm-hmm. I realized that pharmaceutical sales weren't for me. I got a cosmetology degree a few years ago, which allowed me to be flexible and also get into the beauty world, help make people look pretty. And I think I was meant to do this. I took all of my life and work experience, and this is the end result of it. I've had a lot of jobs, but not that I loved like this, that I was so passionate about.
Tell me a little bit about the idea for the organic hair care line. You have two children with needs, and we often think about with the food that we ingest. But in this case, you took it one step further and thought a little bit about what we're putting on our skin, in our hair. So tell me a little bit how you felt that the shampoo was leading you to a more organic line.
Well, I think about all of these children's needs, and the more I meet women, I feel like it's growing. Mm-hmm. So I think about our cars and putting gasoline in it. If you put water in it, it's not going to run the same. It's the same thing with our bodies. What we put on it is affecting us. It's getting absorbed, and I believe that it might have some secondary harmful effects. So I started becoming more aware and realizing that we don't pay attention to the largest organ of our body.
Right.
And everyone cares about what we eat. There's the organic food market is growing. However, mm-hmm. We're still buying beauty products that we don't know what chemicals or ingredients are in them. So I wanted to make people more aware. That's when Organic Hair Care came about, that idea.
Well, and I think you're spot on. We don't know what's there. Tell me a little bit about the process. How did you get this idea from an idea to the beautiful line that it is today? I'm sure a lot of hard work.
A lot of hard work, a lot of risk-taking, mm-hmm. and a lot of pauses in between. Mm-hmm. I thought of it years ago, and I would get so overwhelmed, I'd stop. And I had a couple people that I'd mentioned it to, not a lot. My husband didn't know about Organic Hair Care website. Mm-hmm. So it was just kind of sitting there like in a vault. Mm-hmm. I thought about walking away from it so many times, and then every once in a while I'd go back to it. I'd become even more passionate the more I saw my children not wanting to use certain products. So I started traveling to trade shows, meeting manufacturers, networking with people, and then finally one day I just decided to pull the plug and go for it and be all in. So I took a chance.
Yeah, well, and it's working out beautifully for you. What don't we know about what's in our shampoo bottle? I think we think, I stand in front of the aisle and decide, well, what do I need this time around? How did my other shampoo work? So what don't we know about what's in that shampoo bottle that we need to know when we think about hair?
There's a lot, and I have people ask me, what's paraben, sulfates? Why does that matter? It matters depending on what your needs are. So most people get their hair recommendations from their hairdressers, mm-hmm. and you end up most of the time with things that you don't use or just overwhelmed. Mm-hmm. Hair care should be simple. That's what we don't know, is that you can just have one shampoo that fits the needs of the whole family.
I would love that, because I must have 8 or 9 different hair products. And I start some and I don't like it. somebody recommends it, I don't like it. Pricing too. Price point is high on a lot of this stuff.
Yes.
And so you waste a lot of money with stuff
Correct.
that you're not using.
Correct.
So tell me a little bit about the product line that you have. You have shampoo.
Yes. I tried. There's 8 products right now. I'm thinking and formulating another one. I just don't know if I have the commitment yet. But there's a need with people losing their hair.
That's a big product.
I have a secret little recipe, and I've been giving it away, so I'm thinking of adding another one. But so there's shampoo, conditioner. There's a silver shampoo that's good for people with brassy hair, people that want to keep their highlights nice and bright. It will not change your hair purple, by the way. I have a spiker glue for boys and girls. You can use it for flyaways, add a little texture. There's a spray wax, a blowout spray that cuts blow dry time in half. So for the working woman that has to wash her hair, blow dry it. Leave-in conditioner, and my son helped me create the body wash.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I like it that you thought about boys and what they would like. And because we often forget that they have hair care needs too.
Oh, they're very picky. When somebody asks me what the most difficult clients, it's always the boys, because they're so they matter also.
They do, and I think it's smart to market to them a little bit, because they are getting more educated, and their hair is just as robust as ours. So you mentioned that you have another product in mind. What's your hope for this when you think about organic hair care in the company? What's the goal? What are you really trying to do here?
Honestly, just to educate people to become more aware and stop assuming that it's safe because you can get it at the grocery store. So read labels before you're forced to have to read labels.
That's awesome. If we want to get your product and try out your product, how do we get it?
Well, you can buy it online on organichaircare.com, and I just sold my first batch to Oswald's Pharmacy, so locally owned pharmacy.
Absolutely.
They've been very supportive, so you can pick it up there if you don't want to wait a few days to have it delivered.
That's awesome. Well, we wish you tremendous luck. We know that you're onto something here. You're
Thank you.
Absolutely ahead of the curve here. So nice to meet you.
Great to meet you, Liz.
We'll be right back with more Business Connections. Stay tuned.